I think it's going to be a good day today. I think it's going to be a good day. Oh, my phone is just going nuts. Whew. Man, the odds are all over the place today. Whew. We had some rogue numbers that got picked off. We got an 18-year-old kid's the best driver in the world. Maybe, maybe not. Didn't watch Atlanta. But I'm going to start today's show with a little parable. The Old Man and the Horse. Anyone ever heard this? It's been a good way to think about the NASCAR season. Old man has a horse. One day the horse runs away. Everyone from the town's like, "Oh my gosh, your horse ran away. That's terrible. It was his only horse." He goes, you just don't know. Sure enough, the next day, the horse comes back and brings 10 wild Mustangs. Like, oh my gosh. The people of the town are like, "Oh my gosh, you're the luckiest guy in the world. Your horse brought back 10 Mustangs." He goes, I don't know. Maybe it's lucky. Maybe it's not. The old man had a son, and the old man was breaking in the wild Mustangs. Falls off the horse. Breaks both his legs. In a wheelchair for life. All the people of the town, "Oh my gosh, you're so unlucky. I can't believe that happened." Well, maybe lucky, maybe unlucky. I don't know. The next day, the people from the village had to go to war, and they rounded up all the kids or all the men under 50 because the boy had 2 broken legs. He didn't go off to war. Everyone that went off to war ended up dying. So you just never know what good news or bad news is. We just can't tell. So anyway, that's it. We just don't know good news or bad news. So if there's a caution, maybe it's good news. Maybe it'll present a good live bet. That's my TED Talk. But anyway, let's get to the poll here. It's a sophisticated race. Drinking more champagne. Well, cheers. Happy race day. Taking a poll. All right, rundown. Ross Chastain. Well, it's about time Ross Chastain showed up this year. No chance at all that he would do this if it mattered. Puts it on the poll, and he looks incredible in practice 1. I'm putting most of my stock in practice 2. I think that's going to be the most important practice. So practice 2 is kind of what I'm using for the guys. Like, there are a few guys that didn't run much. Like Van Gisbergen didn't run much. LaJoy, Zane Smith didn't run much in second practice. So we can look a little bit at practice 1. But anyway, yeah, Ross Chastain over the long run was the best car. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe Ross Chastain looks like the best car in the long run. I don't know that he can win the race because he's Ross Chastain. Yeah, tire wear, not tire heat. Yeah, I agree. So I think Ross Chastain's really good. His number, I don't like him under 10-1. I don't like that. But, gosh, I think he's going to be strong all day. He's a good road course racer, and he can win, and he doesn't give a fuck. I think he could be really good. Martin Truex Jr. Well, I took old Marty Wednesday night. If you were listening to the Stay Green podcast with Todd Furman on the Bet the Board podcast network, you heard me talk about how I thought that this was just a great opportunity. 25-1, I thought was a great price. That price is clearly gone. I don't think he should be the heavy favorite or the favorite. I think he had a little bit too much fall off in the second practice. He said he burnt the back tires off. Now, he was really strong in the short run in second practice, but I don't know that the long run speed is there for Truex. Will he be good? I think so. If there was a guy that was just going to blow the doors off everybody in the field, it could be a guy like Martin Truex Jr. Just how is he going to lose it? Who was I messaging with earlier today was just wondering how we lose our Truex bets. Yeah, I don't know that he should be the favorite. But he could be really good in practice, or he could end up really good in the race. SVG, was good in practice. I wouldn't call him a top 3 car. I have him a top 5 car. Can he get it done? Yes. SVG can get it done. I don't like the price, but I might have to play it. I don't like the price, but I might have to play it. It's kind of where I'm at. I have such good prices on Chastain, Truex, and Cindric that I'm at this point, I'm trying to just protect my bets. So SVG top 5, even money, still value. Okay, here's where I think SVG, like Truex, could run away with the race. Never been here before. Raced the Xfinity Series yesterday. Probably getting a little bit of more of a rhythm for the track. I think he could be pretty good. SVG is 7-1 at Circa, Connor. All right, that's a good price. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think I think that's a good price on him. SVG, he can get better. The other thing too is this long race for him. He could get better, and if he gets better, if he gets this much better, he's going to be race winning, potentially race winning. Alex Bowman. Well, I have no idea where this came from. I don't know how he qualified there. I don't know. Does Alex Bowman have a chance to win? I don't think so. But I consider him a consistent driver. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to think about Alex Bowman. I don't think you can bet him in anything. I just think he's going to hang around 8th all day, maybe. Austin Cindric. I thought Austin Cindric in Group B in both practices was kind of standoutish. He was the best in him, and he was better than Suarez in the second practice. I thought Cindric was really good. I have him at some higher odds. I don't think he's bettable at this price. I feel like Chastain, Truex, and Cindric could probably just get into it in turn 1 like my Blaney and Truex from Darlington. I certainly hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, Cindric's good here, and I don't know. Maybe they put something. Maybe they. I don't know why he was significantly better than he's been earlier in the year. He did the tire test. That's a good point. So, I like Cindric. Dinger, I have a little at 16. I don't know. He didn't look amazing. He was good. Cindric top Ford. Yeah, what's that price though? That price is even money, I would bet. I think Dinger, he's going to have to figure it out because his car was not the best in practice. Again, Dinger's a guy I like to win. I don't like him in matchups, top 3s, top 5s, top 10s, or I just think that he's a checkers or wreckers guy. Joey Logano. Well, 275 for top Ford. I mean, if you want that on your card, that's not terrible. I mean, there's some other fast Fords. I think, McDowell's fast, Buescher's fast, but I don't think Logano's that fast. I didn't have him qualifying quite that high, but here we are. I thought Logano looked terrible in the second practice. I thought Logano looked terrible in that second practice. Am I going to bet against him? No, I will not. So I have my stepmom and my dad in town. My stepmom is in love with Logano. So my dad's getting his bets out, and he had to put one on Logano, and I don't have Logano. So if I might have to spite bet Logano just to make sure that my dad and stepmom don't win money, and then I do. Or I don't. Does time and temperature a practice factor for the later start today? Cygnus asks. I don't think so. I wouldn't factor that in. It's a good question. Do we know the difference in temperature? Because I imagine you're asking because it might be hotter and slicker. If it's hotter and slicker, I think that favors just good road course racers. That's a decent question. Let's not overlook it, though. Let's not overthink it. Yeah. Let's keep moving here. Daniel or Joey Logano. I don't have a feel on Logano. There's a access to some 19 out here. Let's see, 14, 19. I don't know. I would just take him for small protection, but that's also someone you could probably get. Probably get live. So, let's see. Gregson or Suarez. I thought Suarez was really good. This is the best Suarez has looked all year. And the team radio in practice sounded optimistic. I think Trackhouse just unloaded. I think he's going to be strong. 0 Logano for Brian. Suarez is going to be aggressive for a W. Yeah, I agree. This is kind of his time. I agree, Brian. That's a good point. Yeah, Suarez at 33 at FanDuel. I don't hate it. Noah Gragson. I want to fade him with Chase Briscoe. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. I really want to do that. I don't see Gragson. He was spotty at best. And that means he could lay down a lap, but he couldn't do it consistently. And then he had some fall off. So I want to fade Gragson. I don't think he hangs around the top 10. Not a chance. Michael McDowell was really strong in practice. Both practices, he looked good. I was shocked that he qualified 10th. I thought he'd qualify better. He just kind of muffed up on that lap in final round of qualifying. I think Michael McDowell is going to be really good. 12-1 price, a little short. I'd probably wait live if I were going to bet him. I have not taken him yet, but I think long run, Chastain was the only car that was better than him. Will fall off impact whether drivers are flipping stages? I think they will. I think it will. So you have to be, I don't know the math on how many seconds you have to be within the leader to not lose a lap. I'm pretty sure that's not even a thing here. I think everyone can pretty much do it. But so let's just say you pit with 4 or 3 to go. That means you're going to have 3 or 4 lap tires. I just don't see that. If there's enough fall off, well, there wasn't fall off for 3 laps. And you add a heat cycle, that's going to be really interesting. I think Chastain flips the stage. I think Chastain flips the stage. I think Truex tries to win it. I think Van Gisbergen flips. And I think you see Truex stay out, Bowman stay out, Cindric stay out and collect points. Allmendinger's going to flip. Logano's going to flip. Suarez, gosh, if he has a race-winning car, he flips. Gragson flips. McDowell flips. I don't know. You might see Byron and Chase just try to take some points. I don't know. That's or is this Truex saying this is his best chance to win? He flips. I think that's the question of the day so far. I just don't know. I would love to say that 4 lap tires will not hold on in the long run like the guys that flip. It also depends on how many guys flip. If only 12 or 13 guys do it, I don't know. You're starting row 7 with 4 lap fresher tires. Maybe that's good. FRM to win it plus 1550 at Bet US. Okay. We saw let's just say the average you were looking at in a SVG in a 15 lap run was 2 seconds of fall off. So maybe 3 seconds in a 20 lap run. And do they keep falling off or do they level off? Do they level off at 15 or 16 laps or do they just keep fading? I don't know. Some unknowns. Yeah, there's not a lot of fall off in the first few laps. I agree. Let's see. I like Michael McDowell. William Byron, a lot of fall off and not consistent. In the first practice, he got a little better in the second practice. He's good here. I thought HMS would qualify better, and I certainly didn't think Alex Bowman would be the top Hendrick guy. ESPN has 10 on Chastain. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question on the stages. I think Truex stays out and tries to win stage 1. I think Bowman stays out and collects points. Am I wrong there? What's the argument against those guys doing that, other than they just think this is their one race they can win? Yeah, I agree with that, Big Ross, that Larson's the best Hendrick car. Where are we at? Byron, I don't know. I have nothing on him nor against him. I thought he was going to be really good this week. I said if he was 12-1, I would have played him, and he wasn't. So now he's 12-1, and I don't want to play him. Maybe he's even higher than that. Chase Briscoe. I thought Briscoe looked decent. Not a ton of fall off. Pretty consistent. I think he's got a close to a top 10 car. I see that 3-1 top 10. I don't know. I think Briscoe's going to be good. I want to take him over Gregson. I think that's at Bet365. You can get like a -115 on Chase. Bet365 has Truex stage 1 over SVG -120 if you think he's going to win stage 1. Yeah, the only downside to that would be you gotta say SVG's flipping. Is this where Truex says, hey, this is my chance to win? When's the last time they had tire wear like this, though? Probably a long time. Well, in Watkins Glen, it was a long time ago. I think Briscoe's going to be strong. I don't hate the 3-1 top 10. Is he a top 10 car? Yeah, we're going to find out when I run through the top 10. Kyle Busch looked pretty good in the second practice, had an issue in the first one. We didn't see enough out of him. You know, he only ran like 8 laps. I don't think we saw enough out of Kyle Busch. He's a live bet, if anything. I don't think you can play him now. I think it'd be speculation. Do I think Kyle Busch is good here? I think this is one of his best tracks. Yeah. Chase Elliott. Like Big Ross said, second best Hendrick car. I would agree. Nothing spectacular. Nothing like we saw in the past when he was dominating. I was shocked to see him pit in that second practice on his 8th lap. I kind of wish he had just stayed out and run. But because he had he was decent. He was good. I thought he was decent. Thought Chase Elliott was decent. Just not the same guy we're used to seeing on road courses. Ty Gibbs. Old Ty. Not as good, actually. I'm not a huge Ty guy today. I know he's a good road course racer, and he raced yesterday. I think the Toyotas are off just a little bit with the exception of Truex, I guess. It's a sophisticated race. Reddick -120 on Elliott. Yeah, I know. Gibbs over Bell. We'll get to that in a second. -130 now. I do think Reddick is better than Elliott. I don't know that I want to play it, though. Reddick is really good, I think. But he had a lot of fall off, but he was really fast in the short run. If he can manage that fall off a little bit, I think he'll be very good today. I think he'll be very good. So do with that information what you will or what you want. I think, what is he? 8. I'm seeing some +990 out there. Tough not to take that, but it's a guy you can probably take live. If Truex gets to the lead, I feel like he's going to eat up a lot of win equity. If SVG gets to the lead, he's going to plummet. McDowell over Gibbs -130 DK. Okay, I like that, Ryan. I like that. Tyler Reddick is going to be good. Chris Bell. I just bet Chris Bell at 30-1. I don't know. He looked a lot like everyone else, except he's Christopher Bell. I think that price is absurd. Should Chris Bell ever be 30-1? I don't think he should. $30-1. I know he's 33 at FanDuel. No, he's no. I don't know if I have a couch bet. I'll have a couch bet if Truex wins and Chastain and Cindric finish top 5. That'll be a couch bet. I just think Chris Bell at 30, I don't hate it. I don't know. There's nothing in practice that said he stands out, but okay. I don't care. Corey LaJoy, I'm just going to skip him. I got nothing. Does anybody have any Corey LaJoy questions? I don't think he's going to be good. I don't know that I'm going to ladder bet Bell. The top 10, I know that there's some also played, yeah, plus 220 top 10. Where's that, Brian? Plus 220 is absurd. I know someone in Canada is driving to a gas station right now for that bet. It's a long story, but it's probably true. Zane Smith. Zane was actually pretty solid. I actually thought he was pretty solid. I got nothing on him nor against him. But yeah. Zane was good. Kyle Larson. Thought he was the best Hendrick car, but still a tick off McDowell, Chastain, in my opinion. He was good, but he was off a little bit. Yeah, Dave would be the one that I'm talking about right now. Bell minus 125. I would not bet anything against Christopher Buescher. I would not bet anything against Christopher Buescher. If anything, you're betting on him today. I think Larson's the best car. I just think his price is short. It's a long way to go. Price is too short for Larson. Could he win? Yes, Kyle Larson can win anywhere. Ryan Preece. Actually kind of decent. I think the Fords just don't have a ton of fall off. They might not have a ton of front end speed, but they don't have a ton of fall off. Buescher at 33 on this. I like Buescher. I'm telling you, I like Buescher. He qualified terribly, but I like Ryan Preece. I don't know that anyone can. I'm not playing this guy to win. I'm not taking him top 10. Denny Hamlin. For those of you that followed my best bet, Denny Hamlin top 10. He's dead to me. That was a pathetic performance. He has a ton of fall off. Can he figure it out? Maybe. I feel like he's gonna figure it out and run a little better. But top 10, I do not see a top 10 out of Denny Hamlin. He is priced like he's not going to finish in the top 10. Austin Dillon, old A. Dillon. Pretty bad. Preece over Barry is minus 115. Is that on the screen? Big Ross? Josh Berry is bad on road courses. I mean, he was real bad. Okay. Yeah, I haven't had access to on-screen stuff quite yet. Where are we at? Austin Dillon, not good. Chris Buescher, so good. I think Chris Buescher is so good today. I really do. So, I don't know if he can get up there or if he's going to be able to drive through the field. But if he gets track position, ain't nobody passing him. I think that Chris Buescher's as good as anybody. 3-1 top 10. Where did they release that? If Buescher gets into the top 10, he is going to be a threat to win. Priest versus Very is minus 165 right now. It's been 10 seconds. Jimmy, did you watch it move, or did it already move? You put down 10 units at Hard Rock. I think he's going to be good. The Priest Berry is still minus 115. I bet you as. I like that. I mean, if I could find a place to get that down, I'll have to check here. I think Chris Buescher is really good. Eric Jones, I got no feel on Eric Jones. I think he's a decent road course racer. It's hard for me to say one way or the other. Ricky Stenhouse. Now we're getting into the guys that I don't even want to touch with. We're getting into guys that I wouldn't just bet on because I have no idea. Okay, did it actually move on the screen, Jimmy, or did it just move at your one local? Because if it moved a full movement across the screen, it's going to be gone. Or if it just moved at your local, that's different. Yeah, I don't like Ricky Stenhouse. I mean, does anybody like Ricky Stenhouse? Like, who trusts Ricky Stenhouse to even finish a race? Daniel Hemrick, I don't know. Whatever. Brad Keselowski, I wanted him to be good. I don't think he's that bad. You had both locals that moved on both. Okay. I don't think Brad's that bad. And man, he's done some racing here. He's not as good as his teammate. That is for sure. His price is there. I just don't know how he gets up there. He's been absolute trash on road courses this year. Absolute trash. Carson Osabar, I don't even know if he knows what he's doing on this track. I don't think he does. I think Carson Hocevar might as well be riding a bike today. That's what I think. Ryan Blaney, well, this wasn't what we wanted out of Ryan Blaney. If you're a Ryan Blaney backer, lots of fall off and not good, but pretty much priced like that. What do I think about Gilly? He's normally strong at road courses, and he qualified bad on road course before, I think last year, but finished 11th. Well, let me get to him. I'll wait. Josh Berry, not good. I think he's, maybe going to hold up the field. Bubba Wallace was also not good at all. Harrison Burton. Let's see, where is Harrison? Not good at all. Weird. I saw that. Blaney's 18-1 in Group D. Bubba's bad. Burton's bad. Juan Pablo Montoya. I think he's going to be okay. I think he finishes top 15. Is that crazy? He's like 7-1 top 10. I don't necessarily like that. I don't think he's going to win the race. He was decent. They had some decent fall off. John Hunter Nemechek. No, Haley was really bad. Todd Gilliland. Toddy. Just the only issue with Gilliland is he had so much fall off so fast. So I don't like him. I just don't like Gilliland. I just think he had too much fall off. And maybe a lot of his success on road courses this year were just the fact that there wasn't a lot of fall off, and he was able to just kind of spin the rear tires and keep them going. H took flyers on the 12-1 or higher drivers in 4-man groups because it's impossible to pass those up. Just need 3 to have issues or spin. I agree. Or just a bad strategy. Anything can happen. I mean, it's a NASCAR race. Remember the old man on the horse? We don't know what good news and bad news is. So, all right. Kaz Grala, no good. Top 10. Chastain, Truex, Gisbergen, Cindric, Dinger, Suarez, McDowell, Reddick. Oh, boy. Buescher. Oh, gosh. I mean, Larson, Bell, Elliott. Maybe I put too many guys in there. Obviously. Yeah, Briscoe's I don't think Briscoe's a top 10 car. I don't think Briscoe's a top 10 car, but I like his 3-1 price. Yeah, it's got to be Larson. He'll finish in the top 10. It's got to be Larson. So Chastain, Truex, Gisbergen, Cindric. You know what? I'm going to leave Allmendinger out. I'm going to leave Allmendinger out. Suarez, McDowell, Reddick, Larson, Buescher. Bell? I don't know. It's a tough one. All right, let's get on for the win. I am going to go with Ross Chastain. I think Ross Chastain wins the race. I think he had the best long run car. If there's two guys that can run away with it, it's Truex and SVG. Those guys could be so far gone that it's like just a snoozer. I don't see that out of Chastain. I see Chastain beating his banging his way to a win and being really aggressive with strategy, being a really aggressive driver. I'm not going to put Chastain in the couch category yet, unless Truex and Cindric finish in the top 5. Yeah, I mean, McDowell's going to be really good. McDowell's going to be good. Busch or Bowman? Man, Busch and Bowman. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Kyle Busch is good. I'd be shocked if Bowman is passing cars. I'd be shocked if Bowman's passing cars. I would not be shocked if Kyle Busch is good. I don't think his practice times were good enough. My Ross buy price has got to be over 10-1. It's got to be 10. Cindric at 17. I can't. I think he's just probably properly priced at 17. That's what I think. Any other questions before we get out of here? Cindric was strong. I just can't see Cindric just driving. Do you see Cindric driving past SVG, Truex, and Chastain? Bell at 30. Yes. That in Buescher are probably the best outrights. I don't know. Bell could be trash, but I don't care. You're getting 30-1 on Chris Bell. He's good at this track. Yeah, this Logano miracle win would be a problem. Thoughts on Buescher plus 250 over Busch, Denny, Juan Pablo? I mean, Suarez is his biggest issue there. If Truex doesn't flip the stage and has to come through traffic, you think he can? It all depends on how much fall off we see in the race. It all depends on how much we see in the race. Yeah. All right. Chastain wins. I would be happy with a Truex, though. But I think Chastain wins. I just can't see him getting past. He's just so strong on the long run. So, all right, everybody. Good luck. Let's make some money. Peace.